Nut.
The nozzle.
Nut.
The nozzle.
What's Ahty doing?
It's me, Austin!
Good evening. I leave for 1 second, and y'all just go ham. Need a horny bonk redeem. I thought the horny bonk redeem was the intense bonk. Or it was just the plain bonk. How y'all doing tonight? Good beans. Let me catch up with chat a little bit. Let's see. Welcome, Bocage and Hobohound. It's always good to see you. Autumn, my lovely wife. Thank you so much for the lurk. Artie, good to see you. Oh, you need a more intense bonk than the intense bonk. Well, I'll see what I can do. Ah, Arctic, welcome. And no you. You're cute. Gosh. So I got a lot done today, actually. I was vibing with some of my favorite streamers today and just like cleaned the crap out of my place. Oh my gosh, I don't think it's ever been so clean. Workbench is still a little cluttered, but you know, I can do that whenever. It's manageable. And there's only a few other things that I need to do, and I got this like big armoire shelf thing that's like 8 feet long that it's gotten so full of stuff. I need to do a little purge, so to speak. I'm rotting. No, you're not, Arctic. You're desiccating in a positive manner. Wasted many more hours trying to play Satisfactory. I am working on making Chaos. Nice. There's so many good good YouTube videos of people like, you know, creating things that like almost crash their computer, and you know that's a sign of a good sandbox game where you can make something that will crowbar your rig. It's awesome. So I've got you know, after talking with Tozu and a few others, actually also talking to Sinful today too, in her stream, I've decided that I'm gonna save up and get a Switch. And you know, that's part of like kind of a larger plan, where you know I'm gonna branch out quite a bit from PC gaming. I'll still be doing lots of PC stuff, but I'm also going to be doing some console streaming also. In particular, like, you know, this morning I'm sure you're all acutely aware that there's a new Pokemon game coming, Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. And, you know, I think that I should get back into Pokemon in kind of a larger way, you know, and so I decided that I'm going to buy a Switch. And Tozu and I were talking, I think not even an hour ago, about Paula, awesome. Welcome, Paula. And Hyena Bangs. Holy heck, welcome. So there's that, and then when Tozu and I were talking, Tozu brought up Xenoblade Chronicles, which is actually like a really intense story, according to Tozu. I've never played it, and I think that would also be an excellent thing to stream here. More Magic Crystal. The secret of the Magic Crystals is spent. I have to find another cool game to make an outrageous redeem surrounded by. But yeah, there's that. There's the Switch stuff. Actually has me pretty excited. Now it's a little ways off. I still have to save up for that sort of a thing because it's not a purchase I would take really lightly. But I think it's definitely something that is in the cards. Plus, it opens up the possibility of doing some community stuff with y'all. Because I'm sure I'm not going to be the only one in this stream who's going to be playing a bunch of Pokemon. I would love to play Pokemon with y'all if y'all are getting it. Hi, Anoxus! Welcome! I haven't seen you in a while. Xenoblade 1 does 2 in anime top res the game. So I'm sorry. I don't know which one Xenoblade Chronicles is. I didn't play 1 or 2. But yes, it'll be... I'm really excited for that. You know, and it takes a lot for me personally to say, yeah, I'm gonna go out and buy a Nintendo console, because I've been kind of like a little anti-Nintendo lately, you know, with some of the stuff that they've done, like suing folks and all that. But the thing is, though, I think it's an experience that I think would just benefit, you know, the stream, and I think y'all would enjoy it. And certainly, it would be something also if y'all had any suggestions on games, whether it be Switch or like any sort of other console stuff, or even PC games. If you think that I would enjoy playing it and streaming it, I'm certainly open to the idea. So I think that's probably one of the things I would like the suggestions section on the Discord to serve as. So yeah, I mean, if y'all have any suggestions at all, like games I should be playing, I'll definitely consider it. Mech Warrior, oh gosh. I don't know, Hobo. I've tried many times to play various Mech Warrior games, and I'm just hot garbage. Xenoblade Chronicles 1 has a serious story, while its sequel 2 is taken a lot less seriously and reads more like a shonen anime. That's interesting. I'll have to poke Tozu about it. I'm assuming Tozu meant Xenoblade Chronicles 1. La Mulana. I think I've looked at that one before. I'm that anyway? What, a Mech Warrior? I guess. My brain is just along for the ride in this fleshy bone mech. Oh, hot garbage. Well played, Hobo. Thanks. Oh dear. It was like the first the first post in Gaming General on the Discord. Oh right. Oh yes, it was. Holy heck. Well, let me get Ryu in on this. Cairo declined my party invite. Damn it, fat fingered it. Send me another. Okay, that's fair. It's Sunday, you get a pass. There we go. I am starting to run out of chocobo cabbage. I've only got 12 left. I need to buy some more of these. Alright. So I need to go to Garlemald. Oh, it's because I'm on my chicken. There we go. Wendy's. Chicken nuggets. Kyra's gonna take me to get some cabbage real quick. Yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. Like, Pokemon and me go kind of pretty far back. Like, I played Blue when it came out, and that was a lot of fun. Sent me a new follower? Oh wow, look at this. I don't think I ever noticed how cool this looked before. At least from... Oh, yeah, I don't think I've ever flown this high. Dang. I'm doing sky donuts. Awesome. Oh! Oh, you know what? That's right. You know what? I thought I was forgetting something when I started up the stream. I need to do some housekeeping. So actually, let's do that real quick. Just a sec. Just a sec, Cairo. So, Ravi Fennec, thank you so much for the follow. And Seda BDA, thank you so much for the follow. Kiki Senchu, thank you for the follow. And Union Jack 42, thank you so much for following. Y'all are good beans. Thank you, Hobo. I appreciate it. Ooh, that is some interesting barding. It's all glowy. I can't get it at Rowena, can I? Nope. Let me check real quick too. Let's see. Here's the list of vendors. Looks like there's some junk mongers in Garlemald that sell it. Oh, okay. Ah, hiya fingers, welcome. Oh, and no worries about not making it last night. It's totally okay. Thank you so much for popping in. Yeah, we do have some side quests also. Purchase items. I think that's what that's gonna be. Gashal greens, perfect. And they're only 36 gil each. Excellent. I'm just gonna buy 99. Because I use a ton of these, so... I bought like 400. Well, it took me forever to get through the stack that I had. And my stack was like 5 years old. I'm feeding Nug's 5-year-old rancid cabbage. Our internet was out all day yesterday, and I want a mulligan for Saturday. You should definitely get a mulligan. Holy heck. So what do we got for side quests? I got one up north here. And we get this one. Please, a moment of your time. A friend who was sent out on reconnaissance has been gone far too long, and she's not responding to her link pearl. Will you help me look for her? I knew you would. Let's split up. I'll search around the camp while you head for the lake. Lake time. Alright, so also this week, I think next weekend, I would like to do possibly another raid. It just depends on who's available. I'm gonna get the plans rolling for that way earlier. Instead of, like, the day of. Like, think about doing it. I think, like, maybe we should talk about it all this week. Figure out what we're gonna do. When we're gonna be on, and, you know, like, when y'all wanna do it. Oh yeah, here we go. Yikes. Thank goodness you're here. Never mind me, this man is in desperate need of aid. I thought he could use my help, so I called out to him, but he soon bolted in fear. That's when one of these fiends appeared out of nowhere and pounced on him. Although I rushed to fend it off, it had already signaled to its packmates. Then, just as they had me on the back foot, you arrived. I would have called for assistance if my hands weren't already full, but thanks to your timely intervention, I can finally send for troops to take this poor fellow to safety. I'll move him to a more secure location until our comrades get here. While you and I are both perfectly capable of conveying the situation via link pearl, perhaps it would set their minds at ease if you could also speak to them in person? Heck yeah, let's do it. Let's help some people. Yeah, I love doing the rating thing. Final Fantasy 14 Caterham mod when? Oh, Paula. Paula, you know me too well, that's scary. Definitely need a Caterham mod. Now I want one. Get on it, Squeenix. Get it done. Pick me up a Baconator. Oh, hobo, I am your Baconator. I mean, sure. Gods be good. I'll dispatch the troops at once. We're lucky you got there when you did. Though I wonder what drew that civilian to such a dangerous place to begin with. Perhaps he was in search of supplies? I doubt he'd find much food in that particular area, so it must have been fuel he was after. If I were him, I'd try that enormous extraction facility on the lake, but it sounds like he was hoping to get ceruleum from the water itself. Seems like a tricky task at the best of times, although I expect the folks around these parts have their methods. If so, they could probably stay holed up for months on end, providing there's enough food to go around. Well, the main thing is that he and my friend are no longer in any danger. I see now you're every bit the hero people say you are. Not that I ever doubted it. Heck yeah. Well, I do like them medium rare. I'm only slightly singed. There's another quest, Help Me Help You, on the other side of this building. Yeah, Minuki. Take that blue one, too, for the ether current. Okay, we'll do. I have a question. Do I look imposing? Intimidating, perhaps? No? Sorry, you must think it strange I would ask such a thing. The truth is, I encountered a boy near one of the storerooms, and when I called out to him, he ran away at the sight of me. I was only trying to lend a helping hand. Later on, I learned that the place was used as a granary. So the lad was most likely searching for food. Now, thanks to me scaring him off, he probably had to go hungry. I couldn't live with myself if he starved because of me, though I fear he'd only run off if I tried to approach him. I wonder, perhaps you wouldn't mind going in my stead? Here, you might find him more easily with this telescope. May the Kami guide you. Alright, and then I'm going to go grab the blue one real quick. Just who I was looking for. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ramelnod of Ishkard. I've been put in charge of our arrangement with Tapper's Den, you see. However, the very first of the Tappers to come bearing ceruleum has asked quite a lot of us, if I do say so. They wish for our help in getting Juturna Platform G up and running. The very same platform that's at the head of the Imperial's primary energy pipeline. What's more, he's a Garlean. I was convinced that only engineers left in Tapper's Den were from the conquered territories. In any case, I'm not qualified to judge the motives of the man. I'd feel much more at ease if I had someone of your experience helping to make the call. I thank you for your willingness to assist. Let us go and speak with the Tapper in question, then. He's a man by the name of Appius. Alrighty, Ryu, which one do you want to do first? Do we want to do this blue one first, or do we want to do the find the kid first? Yeah, we'll do this first. That makes sense. I suppose you must be the friend Ramelnod wanted to fetch? You have my thanks for getting him to agree to my proposal. Do not misunderstand. I have yet to agree to any such thing. I merely wanted someone else present during our talk. Very well. Though I do believe my proffered deal would be a boon to us and the Ilsbard contingent alike. I used to work on Juturna Platform G, you see, so I know more than most about the facility and its operation. That may be so, but your relationship to the facility notwithstanding, why should a Garlean such as yourself still be taking refuge in Tapper's Den? We've been led to believe that the former workers residing there were from other territories. You're right on the technicality. I was a supervisor, rather than your typical staff. When the platform went down, it only seemed right that I stay with my crew. I always thought we were close, but living alongside them in Tapper's Den has made me realize that I took them and their skills for granted, and that's to say nothing of the blind eye I turned to their struggles. That's why I came to you. It's high time I be of some real use to them, and everyone else, if we're lucky. If we manage to get the platform back in working order, it'll dramatically increase our capacity to pump and refine ceruleum for everyone in the region. Sadly, we're more than a few hands short of a full workforce, not to mention the lack of supplies. Which is precisely where you come in. Help us get things up and running again, and you'll have your share of the ceruleum coming out of the rig. You couldn't come up with a more mutually beneficial arrangement if you tried. Oh, so he says. What do you think? It's a risk-reward thing, so... What's the harm in trusting him for now? Yes, I'd been leading the same way myself. Ultimately, what he says about the potential benefits is true. Nevertheless, I doubt the higher-ups would assent to this. I suppose that is how it goes when you're dealing with military types. For what it's worth, I do understand the hesitancy to throw your lot in with someone from a hostile nation. Thus, part 2 of my proposal. I shall do a service to prove myself worthy of the contingent's trust. I had a look around the fringes of your camp here before you arrived, and I've spotted a few ceruleum engines in need of repair. If I fix them up, your superiors would have no reason to suspect that I want to see you driven out. Less reason in any case. Assisting us with the use of local technology would go a long way, I'd imagine. That said, I've not heard anything about ceruleum engines we've scavenged breaking down. It's not as if they're entirely useless, yet, but I guarantee they're not running as they should. Give me the opportunity and I can have them working more efficiently and safely. You are welcome to accompany me while I do so. That way, you can ensure that I don't get up to anything suspect, and then vouch for me with your superiors. I have no objections. I trust you will sense anything amiss. Let us begin with a proper inspection, then. We can get to work as soon as you're ready, Ahty. I do have some misgivings about this, but I guess we'll see. My apologies for dragging you into this, but I do appreciate the help. Keep an eye on him while you go... Keep an eye on him while you go to inspect those engines. Though the ultimate objective is to get the engines running at full capacity, the purpose of this inspection is to work out what parts we'll need. However, I would hate to fumble something and be accused of sabotage, so I'd appreciate it if you could be the one to lay hands on the devices. Never fear, I'll be right behind you, telling you what to look for. If we inspect, say, 3 of them, we should have a decent idea of what needs repair. Lead the way. Appius is accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You can leave Appius behind by entering in a different area, putting too much distance between you, or by speaking with him and selecting the option to part ways. If you wish to have Appius accompanying you again, return and speak with him at the original location. Alright. So there's an engine over here somewhere. Ah, here we are. Cairo's making it easy. There it is. And now just keep an eye out for sparklies. Oh, there's one in here. Wait for Cairo to nab it. There we go. And we just need to find one more. Ah, there it is. Perfect. Is this before or after the subway? So, this is after the subway. After the story with the general. The subway one was pretty heavy. I think we did that on Friday? Yeah, I think we did that Friday. It was really heavy. And what was really funny about that, actually, not about the content itself, which was pretty dark. I was watching Dozy Slumbers on the wee hours of Saturday morning, and Dozy was doing the exact same thing we did the previous day. It was really uncanny. So I watched Dozy all the way up until they started getting into stuff that I hadn't done, so I lurked. But yeah, it's really crazy that Dozy and I were in the same exact spot. How are our engines? Alas, I fear that each of those we examined are guaranteed to break down sooner or later, should you continue using them in their current state. Hiya, Grade Tree! Welcome! Just discovered a nice little area in Thavnair. Ooh, I haven't been there in a while. Surely you jest. I swear it on my integrity as an engineer. You are in dire need of instruction in the proper operation of ceruleum engines. You saw the little lamplight when you touched the switch, right? Correct? That only illuminates when there's an issue with the engine. Sorry for missing out on the last stream. Internet issues. Interesting, because that's really interesting, Grade Tree, because Fingers was also having internet issues on the same day. Oh, so that's what the place I found was for. Yeah, same hat. Interesting. They were switched off for want of fuel when the settlement was abandoned, no doubt, which prevented them from burning out, only to let them freeze solid instead, ere your lot turned them on. From the state they're in, I can only assume it didn't occur to you to warm them up first. I notice that you have heating technology of your own, but it will do you no good should the engines to power them break. Now will it? You have nothing to lose and everything to gain from my assistance. I'm a machinist from Frozen Climes myself, and what you say sounds plausible enough. Very well. On behalf of the camp, I formally ask you to repair the ceruleum engines. Oh, hiya, Dozy! Yes, finally Twitch decided you have transcoding. Ah, hi, Ahty. Also, instant lurk because you're probably further than I am now. Dozy, I am not. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure. Because, like, let's see. This is my first time back in the MSQ since Friday night. And what you did Saturday morning is what I did Friday night. So I think you're probably further than I am. And plus, we're doing side quests. Hiya, Rumply Tick, welcome. But thank you for the lurk all the same, Dozy. Yeah, so like what we started trying to do with Endwalker from the beginning is when I get to a new zone, if the MSQ leads me to a new zone, we do the side quests before moving on with the MSQ. So the very last MSQ thing we did was what you did on Saturday morning. Aether Currents, yes, that's what we're doing. Oh, sorry I'm late. How are you? Doing great tonight, Rumply. Doing really good. Today was a good day. I got a bunch done, and now we're winding down Sunday with some MSQ. It's good. I suppose that means I will be taking responsibility if anything goes wrong. So you may as well use your own two hands this time. That's the spirit. I knew you'd come around. Oh, Dozy, no, we didn't. We got the first 5 done, but I think we'll press on with that once we if we can amass like a full party. And and on top of that, I think I kind of want to start off from the beginning again. It was I think what we did last night was a good primer. But according to Tozu, the boss from I think Coil 5 or Turn 5 is a really good boss, and we were kind of disappointed the way that we had to do it. So I think with a full party, we might revisit that and actually fight it like a normal raid rather than being unsynced. ere you become even more excited. Will you indeed require additional parts to perform your repairs? I cannot say I spotted any likely spares while setting up the camp. Ah, it's so good to have a quick-thinking machinist like yourself on my side. No amount of flattery will convince me to take you to my superiors ere we have physical proof of your good intentions. Oh, I just unsynced those up to turn 8, and then turn 9 onwards, I had a 90 friend help me. Oh, that's cool. What? Tuz, oh my gosh. Welcome, Tuz. Now focus, please. Are spare parts required? Yes or no? Yes, yes, you're awfully tense about the shoulders. Did you know that? I will be needing a replacement carburetor for one of the engines. Fortunately, the same sort of engines were in use on Monitoring Station G, last I checked. We ought to be able to find what we need there. After I've swapped out the faulty part and made my other repairs, I'll warm the engines up properly. That should clear any cerulean residue and allow them to run at full capacity once more. With that in mind,
What Ahty doing?
I want to start taking things apart. Can you fetch the carburetor for me? Do you even know what a carburetor is? What the Ahty doing? I did the last turn of each coil after learning that one of the bosses have an unavoidable insta-kill. What? And that is after I learned that I just needed to do the last turn in order to unlock further quest stuff. Interesting. Ahty vibin'. You bet. The coils do give some extra details that's linked to this expansion. Yeah, that's why I was pretty kind of stoked to do it. And the whole story is surrounding Bahamut is I just find it super interesting. She's a bona fide hero, you know. You can't just ask her to do your bidding and rudely at that. Remember, your answers are found in the coils. No idea, but leave it to me. If you're certain, you will need to look for a sort of tube connected to the cerulean engine's core. Many Magitech devices utilize them. That animated emote, oh my gosh. It's so cute. Alright, here we go. Ahty, when are we going to game? Oh gosh, you know what? Heck. I meant to give you my Steam idea earlier. Crap. I need to get you my number. Actually, maybe I can do that super quick while we're on our way. Let's see. Oh, my screenshots folder takes such a long time to pop up. Oh no, I've got your number. I've got that number, Rumpley. I saw it earlier today. I just have to get you mine. There it is. Perfect. So I think that's the right one. You might want to double check. This so-called carburetor appears to have seen better days. Perhaps another ceruleum engine has a nicer one? Fun fact, I have 1,300 screenshots from this game, from when I started up to present. Dozy, do you really want to know how many screenshots of this I have? That is a dangerous question. Oh yeah, we're gonna look for a nicer one. Maybe this one. I'm guessing, Dozy, it's higher than that. A lot higher. Yeah. I've been rather I don't know, rather enthusiastic with the screenshot key. Dozy, you're plenty normal. Like, seriously, this is my first time through. My first time through Final Fantasy in general. So I've been screenshotting everything. Oop, pets. There we go. Here, let me get that number real quick. I mean, it's excessive. I'm not gonna lie, it's excessive. 10,804 is what the number says. I still can't believe I have that many. Yeah, I told you I would take pictures of everything. Here we go. Is this where we're gonna get ambushed? It's definitely starting to feel like it's gonna be an ambush or something like that. Oh, it takes. Oh, it survey a camp. Oop. There's the boy. Locate the boy. Yeah, so the reason why I take so many screenshots is that I have plenty to pick from when I do like my kind of wrap up post on Twitter after the stream ends or the next day. You spot the boy carrying a crate in the direction of Liminal Station 4. Ah, I see. Okay. That's a lot of Polaroids. Hiya, Fyro. Welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're well. At one point, I might separate the screenshots by expansion to ease the load times. Yeah, I mean, that's actually not a bad idea. But yeah, like each Twitter post, like when I make the Twitter post, I usually include like 3 or 4 screenshots. So I try to, like, you know, do those, and I try to select ones that don't have any text in them and stuff like that. So and not a moment too soon. Were you able to find an intact carburetor? There we go. This will do it. Now Rimelnod and I finished fixing up those engines in no time at all. There, everything's in order. These should be much more efficient, and you'll notice they've stopped making strange and ominous noises. I must say, I am taken aback by your abundance of skill. Allow me to thank you on behalf of everyone here in Camp Broken Glass. Oh, the pleasure's all mine. Happy to be of service. You do seem genuine about that. Tell me, do you have some sort of connection to Camp Broken Glass? In a way. I hail from Laterum, as it happens. It was a village here, precisely where your camp is now. It acted as a checkpoint for those visiting the capital, but it was also home to the rig's workers and our families. I don't know if you heard about the me being crushed on scenario, but yeah, I'm a little stressed. I did not hear about that at all. Obviously, much has happened since the last I could call this place home, but in my heart of hearts, it always will be. I must apologize. We're effectively occupying your home, yet place the full burden of proving good faith in our dealings upon you. Oh no, I couldn't blame you for that. We hardly had a viable alternative to abandoning Laterum, knowing we could never defend ourselves against the wandering bands of maddened soldiers. But the reality is no more your fault than ours. Even if you vacated right this instant, I doubt many of us would return. We simply don't have the resources. Until Juturna Platform G is back in working order, that is. Truth be told, your presence here is what has me daring to hope. If you agree to help me now, there may come a day when the other survivors and I can come home. Fury above. I certainly can't turn you away now. And you've proven yourself with the work this day. I've no lingering qualms about approaching my superiors with your proposal. Truly? Oh, I could kiss you. Basically, a friend of mine has a quite obvious crush on me, and I haven't had the chance to talk to them about it. Oh, okay. Yeah, sometimes, Rumpley, sometimes it's cute, but, like, you know, sometimes it can kind of... It can kind of get to a point where it's not. And sometimes, like, you just... It's an uncomfortable situation sometimes. If there are no objections, I will speak to the quartermaster about getting the necessary men and supplies for this operation straight away. He's stationed just over there in the pavilion. So, Fyra, if you would like, we could chat more about it. We could chat more about it in kind of a more private setting if you wanted to ping me on Discord.
What Ahty doing?
I just can't do it like straight up this second, but yeah, that's certainly an option for you. I mean, like, my doors are always open in that regard. Dozy, I have not. The last Hildebrand quest that I did was in ARR, right around the cerulean plant. Hi, Lucos, welcome. Kidding around is one thing, but there is a point of too much, yeah. Could I trouble you to accompany me? It might help if another can testify to Appius's sincerity and competence. Great idea. What are we waiting for? One would think he didn't have a care in the world. Let us pray that Estelo is amused rather than irritated. Oh, kinda same. I'm still on ARR ones. What is going on up here? There's a bit to our north and west. There's an interesting mob up there. Ah, holy heck! Hobo, thank you so much for the 3-month tier 1 gift sub to Fyra. Holy heck! You're such a good bean. Thank you so much for doing that. And thank you so much for subscribing, Fyra. Holy heck, thank you so much. Alright, let's see what Estelo has to say. Ah, Rimmelnod. I see you brought Mistress Squeegee, and... is that the envoy from Tapper's Den? Yes? You see, sir, it all began with Appius here. I see. It would certainly be a boon to us if the platform was restored to working order. No doubt. So you agree to help? On one condition. You must first confirm that the platform can be reactivated. We aren't blessed with a surfeit of personnel and resources, you know. Thus our reaching out to the tappers to begin with. We cannot waste time and manpower on operations with little chance of success. Rimmelnod, when you were tasked with assessing the current state of Juturna Platform G, as well as the precise resources we would need to commit to reactivating it. I shall make my final decision on how to proceed only once I am fully abreast of the situation. Yes, sir. In that case, Ahty and I will accompany you. You really ought to start making decisions on Ahty's behalf, but I would be glad for the company. Meet us at Juturna Platform G, if you would. Appius can help me carry the equipment. Perfect. There we go. Let's go. Yeah, for what it's worth, Fyra, sorry you're kind of dealing with some uncomfortable stuff at the moment. It's actually a good opportunity to hydrate. Oh my gosh, Hobo. You should name the car Master Chief. Well, that would be up to Cairo here. Yeah, Dozy, the car is moving pretty slow because we don't have, I don't think we've gotten far enough in the story to get, like, the fast movement. Plus, in all honesty, I think it's appreciably slow, because it gives me more of an opportunity to talk with chat, and doesn't move the story too fast. Needs more sparkles. Cairo should do some daily queues so they can hit 90. That would be up to Cairo. I think actually, Ryu, are you like halfway? Are you about like halfway there, aren't you? $3 million XP away. Nice. This is an Imperial facility, to be sure. Garish, if you ask me.
What the Ahty doing?
What the Ahty doing? Mr. Fox, welcome. You heckin' good bean. Today goes pretty well. Today goes pretty well indeed, Mr. Fox. Thank you for asking. I got a bunch of cleaning done. I got some like exciting things that I'm gonna I have to procure for the stream. I do so miss the days when we had a full crew, pumping and tinkering and operating heavy machinery on too little sleep. As much as I would like to know what in the hells you're on about, we have no time to be revisiting old memories. We're here for one reason and one reason only. Oh, he's getting kind of curt. Just gonna lurk back and forth. I appreciate you, Lucos. Thank you so much. Oh, and I'm getting beamed. Bean! For what it's worth, this is the only DOW class I have leveled. Where you can play for free up to level 60, which is about the ending of the first extremely good expansion, Heavensward. Beaning apparently threw you into first-person mode. Yeah, it does. Because it involves the home key. It's like Alt-Home. And I need to change the keybind for first person. Or change the keybind for Bean. One of those. Finally, it's here. Final Fantasy XIV's free trial. Only a week away. Final Fantasy XIV's free trial. I can't believe it. It came so fast. My PC can't download it, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Disciple of War for your reference, Ahty. Ah, that's right. Yeah. Ah, Corrosia! Heck! Thank you so much for the raid, Corrosia. Holy heck, you good bean. Let me give you a shout out real quick. Y'all, if anybody in the chat isn't following Corrosia, please do so. Please, please, please. Hiya, Senseless. Welcome. Corrosion, more like Couragia. How was the stream tonight? I love Scarlet Nexus. Like, the more I watch Corrosia play it, the more I kind of want to stream it myself. But I don't want to steal Corrosia's thunder. Plus, I have, like, a bunch of other stuff to do, so it would be way down the pipe. Ah, Jaster, welcome! Welcome, y'all. I know. At least the exterior seems unharmed. I'll head inside and have a look around. Can you two stay here and make sure nothing large and hungry is waiting for me when I come back? We hit a major cutscene and we'll be continuing it Thursday. Oh, awesome. That sounds reasonable. Ahty, let us keep our wits about us. Oh, heck, Fyra. Scarlet Nexus is actually a pretty awesome game. Let me see if I can find it on a Steam link. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, I've watched Corrosia stream that a couple of different times. Actually, more than a couple. And it's really good. Excellent. I'll see you both in a bit. I still think this might be a trap. Something Pokemon Scarlet Nexus. Well, actually, it reminds me too. So, like, since enough people have showed up since I made this announcement earlier that weren't around then, I've decided after the new Pokemon games, Scarlet and Violet, being announced this morning, and having a chat with Tozu later on. I've decided that I'm going to buy a Switch, and that I need to get all of the gear necessary for me to not only stream Pokemon when it's released, but get, I want to do Xenoblade Chronicles. I want to stream that as well. Yeah. Get Hades? I might get Hades. I've watched so many people play that, including Andy Dershawn, who y'all will recognize, who is in the stream from time to time. I might do Hades. We'll see. I could also get Hades on Steam, but the thing is, though, it's part of a larger plan that I wanna kind of move forward with streaming. Oh, awesome fingers! Thank you so much for giving Andy a shout out. Thank you so much. Andy is a heckin' good bean. But yeah, I mean, like buying a Switch, streaming Pokemon and Xenoblade, along with some other story-based titles, is part of a larger plan to kind of branch out the stream into some consoles also. Now I know it might be kind of a sensitive thing because like there are a lot like you know lots of console streamers that pop into this chat from time to time, Corrosia being one of them. You know, and I want to be kind and courteous, and I don't want to like you know kind of overreach and start you know poaching things and stuff like that. So just want to kind of take it one step at a time. But there are several story titles on consoles that are console exclusive that I would like to explore. Dozy, if you already have a Switch, maybe this new Pokemon thing might be the ticket. So let's see. So I'm waiting here. I gotta do this. Yeah, there we go. Plus, I think Pokemon opens up a lot of potential for, you know, just some kind of like it, just some community stuff that we could do together. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Ah, Appius, how did it look? The equipment appears undamaged, though temperatures are so low that we'll need to be careful about how we turn everything on again. It's just... What? Is there another issue? In a word, yes. I couldn't find the identification key. Without it, there's no way to activate the platform, even if it were in pristine condition. And why exactly was it designed with such an obvious flaw? Flaw? Jaturna Platform G is the capital's main supplier of ceruleum. It wouldn't do if anyone could turn it off and on, now would it? The key is always kept secure, and there is only 2 people able to open the container it's usually stored in, myself and Chief Frontinus. I haven't seen him since this blasted war began, but I can only imagine he's out there somewhere, key in hand. Ooh, that's not good. I've been thinking of Arceus too, since it's a different gameplay formula. Yeah, true. I still need to finish Black right after I finish Arceus. God, I still need to finish my Oshawott solo run. Interesting. Arceus is a blast, if not a bit grindy. Highly recommended if you're up for that. Exploring and stuff is still fun, though. I gotta do all that stuff. Gosh. So the only thing that's stopping me at this point is just saving up the cash. Obviously for the Switch, but then I also need a capture card too. Ah, welcome back, Corrosia. We were just chatting a little bit about future plans for the stream. You didn't miss much. Yeah, I'm gonna buy a Switch. AKA, we're taking his friend code ASAP. AKA, we're bullying her into getting Game of Life ASAP. Arceus looks like something to play for a first-timer like me, but I don't know, heard problems with it. I don't know, I mean, I heard mixed things about Arceus, but everything that I saw, it seemed to be pretty cool. Do you plan to get the OLED version? I don't know. Dozy, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, is it still $50 more than the regular Switch? Because I mean, like literally, I think that's really the only difference between a regular Switch and the OLED is the screen, right? You know, I carry that MF Flare boosted Astral Ice discounted flare on me. If regular, just make sure it's a V2. Interesting. I wonder how you could tell. There's a difference in the dock as well, I think. I think the dock has an Ethernet port. Ooh, okay. That might be the ticket. Okay. If the dock itself has an Ethernet port, I might look at the OLED then. V1 is crappy battery life. Okay, that's fair. Alright, that's all good information. And also, I think it's worth mentioning that most of the time I'm not really going to be using it as a portable, per se. It's probably just going to be sitting here, you know, by my gaming rig, like while, you know, for streaming and stuff. But also, don't forget, too, I still need to get a capture card. So if y'all have any experience with capture devices for streaming, please let me know. The only ones that I'm really familiar with are the Elgato ones. But if there are some really good alternatives, I'm certainly open to them. If y'all have some experience with those. Mine gets used as a portable only when I need to water cows. Okay, that's fair. I have the V1, unfortunately. I got it Christmas 2018. Leica? Did I miss Leica? Oh, Gabe, it's fine. Hiya, Gabe. Welcome. Gabe, don't don't sweat it. I have made those same mistakes. Like, I think I was in Paula's stream once, and then I was also watching, I forget. Oh, I was watching Russ, but I accidentally in Paula's stream wrote, "Hi, Motorhead." And like, oh, Paula was like, "Motorhead's here?" And I'm like, "Oh crap." No, like, the thing is, like, I make those mistakes all the time because I have my regular gaming keyboard, and then I have my, like, a little wireless keyboard on a shelf above that that's connected to a different PC. And sometimes, like, I'm lurking on that PC and I'm typing on the wrong keyboard. But anyway, I should probably progress the story here. Gabe, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I have made that mistake so many times. Don't even sweat it. You think he took it? I thought maybe it was a pet name. No, we so Gabe and I actually have a friend who by the name of Leica. And they are like in several of the different sim racing streams that we all kind of frequent. So I know exactly who Gabe is talking about. I never met anyone quite as loyal to the Empire as Chief Fratinus. He probably took the care to stop anyone from misusing the platform. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Fingers. Then I'd say he succeeded in his aim. It stayed dormant this whole time and out of the hands of the warring factions. Anyway, sorry to raid and run, Ahty. Wanted to thank you and anyone in your chat who came by tonight for helping me with bad brain times. I'm gonna eat some food and take some Ativan and rest. Sorry to leave so soon. Corrosia, no worries. Self-care is super important. And like, there's tons of people in this stream and in your stream, with both of our communities, tons of people who care about you. Tons of folks here that care about you and just, want you to be happy and well. So take care of yourself, sleep well when you get there. You're a heckin' good bean. Indeed. Now we just need to find out where he is. I'm sorry for wasting your time. There's no way we can get this place up and running without that key. Don't tell me you're going to give up just like that? Not after I found a carburetor for you, you don't. I suppose you're right. With the three of us together, surely we can think of something. Yeah, let's do it, dude. We don't give up around these parts. Oh my gosh, Dozy. I forget what species that is. The catfish people that we met in Stormblood. I think that was Stormblood. Pretty sure that was Stormblood. Namazu, yes. See, that one is probably sweating because it knows it's going to get punted. Is there really no way to bypass the mechanism that the identification key interacts with? What exactly do you mean? I work at the manufactory in Ishgard. I once watched my superior, as is his way, dismantle a Magitech armament and put it back together again. He succeeded in bypassing the verification mechanism required to activate the machine by rewiring it. I was wondering if something similar wouldn't be possible with the platform? That's something a second-rate thief would do. Yeah, hot wiring it. Well, beggars can't be choosers. Save your chief engineer appearing out of thin air. It's likely our only option. You've got a point there. And far be it from me to turn down a proposal from an esteemed colleague. I'm so glad to have you at my disposal. I love the Namazu, much like Moogles, and much like the one the Beast Tribes here in Endwalker. Ah, Jaster, thank you so much for the lurk. Spoiler time, but all support. Thank you so much, Jaster. I shall return to camp to inform the quartermaster of our plan. He should be willing to spare an external power source and few other tools if I vow to return them soon. Perhaps even some extra pairs of hands. That leaves me to open up the control panel and rearrange a few things before Remelnod returns. In the meantime, I'd thank you to keep an eye out for anything that might eat him on the way back. There were never so many beasts around before, but they must have gotten comfortable without us traipsing back and forth across the ice. A little too comfortable, if you ask me. Alrighty. Alright, let's do it. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, Jaster, the spoilers shouldn't be too bad. We're doing a side quest right now. But I have a feeling we're going to do a tiny bit of an MSQ before we wrap up. I'm sorry, did I hear Maxima Meter? I don't think so. I've done all I can for now. I even caught the end of your battle with those creatures. Spectacular. Do, however, take into account that Ahty is currently in early mid MSQ. Ready to get to work, I hope? Of course. All that's left is to engage in a bit of Ishgardian skullduggery. I'm not sure I'm not sure I care for that turn of phrase, but very well. We'll attach the power devices, which should allow you to utilize the control panel. Thrilling. This place will be up and running before you know it. Just stand back and watch the master at work. It worked, yes? You bet it did. There's life in the old girl yet. Of course, there's still a lot of work to be done to get it ready to extract and refine cerulean, but we're off to an excellent start. Which means Garlemald just took its first steps on the road to recovery. I cannot thank you both enough. Oh heck, Thavnair was amazing. It was amazing. But holy heck, when we that tower though, that tower there, that whole storyline with the tower, it was heckin' disturbing. I think I still actually have I have VODs that are up on YouTube right now. I'll be feeling that thrill for days. Fortunately, I am to have such brilliant new friends. I'm pleased that this plan was a success after all. I appreciate your seeing it through to the end. We can leave the rest to the engineers I brought with me. They're more than capable of keeping the place operational while we're prepared for the next phase. I just can't get over the first cutscene with you, Thancred, and URNJ just dying. Yeah, oh my gosh. And also with Astinian, who's just like walking around. He's like, what are things worth? That seems like a fair price. Now, let us all return to camp and inform Estelo of our triumph. The scenario almost looked like if there's a drinking party and everyone's wasted except one who's still going strong. Right? Oh, what the heck is that thing? That looks like Minerva. Nope.png. Why not? It looks like Winston from, whatchamacallit, Overwatch. Level 90 boss. Come on, we could take it. Forthright local boy. What do you want? Saw me, did you? So what? I didn't do anything wrong. Finders keepers. And this food ain't just for me. The others need it too. I know you're just trying to help, but we can look after ourselves. If your friends worry about us, tell them we'll be alright. Until this food runs out, anyway. Yeah, Ryu, we're partied up. We have chocobos. We could do healing stance on the chocobos. You think we'd die? All right then. Oh, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're not doing any damage. Maybe other people will join in. Somebody else has got to be around this time of night. Looks like I was standing in the exact right place. Come on, Winston. Just die already. Oh no. Nope, I'm dead. One shot. That's not good. Ah, Tim! TK! Yeah, I just took a missile to the face. Tim, thank you so much for the raid. Holy heck! We took on a boss that we shouldn't have taken on. It was my fault. How was Sekiro tonight? Thank y'all so much. Nugs is still at it, though. Come on, Nugs, you can do this. Oh, I think Nugs is gonna die. Yeah, poor Nugs. Rip Nugs. Y'all, thank you so much for the raid, Tim. Holy heck. And welcome, raiders. My name is Ahty. If anybody who isn't familiar with who I am, I mainly play RPG games. I'm a transferee gamer from Oregon. I mainly play like stuff like Final Fantasy 14 and like other things. I've got some other games in the pipeline, like Tales of Berseria. We got Final Fantasy 15 in the works that we're gonna do, and lots of good stuff. If generally the community around here, we're pretty chill and relaxed. You know, we like to have a good time. We talk about all kinds of different stuff. If that sounds like your jam, please feel free to drop a follow. We also have a Discord, which I'll link right now, if you'd like to join that too. But y'all, thank you so much for coming by and hanging out. Thank you so much. Alright. Wow, I'm sorry, Ryu. That was kind of dumb. That was dumb of me to suggest. I should have listened to you from the start. But instead we get slaughtered by Winston. I hope this was a learning experience for you. Hey, we got back to camp super quick though, right? I'm gonna do this other turn in first. Because I think that other thing is gonna be more of an ongoing thing. Did you manage to track him down? That's a relief. Though his outright refusal for our help is concerning. We came here with the best intentions, but barely a moment's consideration for how the people of Garlemald might feel towards us. I suppose it's only natural they'd be wary. If they won't accept our aid, we can still make their lives a little easier. We'll start by making the area around the granary safer, so they can gather food whenever they please. Here, I'd like you to have this for giving me peace of mind. Alright, now let's do this other one. So Ryu, when we're in the area next, you want to take another stab at Winston? Just kidding. Good to see you again. I was just wondering when I might hear how you had fared with the platform. And it seems I won't have any longer to wait. I trust your eagerness is a sign that you had some success. Maybe with a healer to pick you up when you take a nuke to the face. Yeah. That AoE, like, it literally just gave me a second to move out of the way, and then I was pretty much screwed at that point. I was doing okay. Yes, sir. We were able to access the platform's controls and confirm that it is operational. There are still adjustments to be made, but I imagine it won't be long until it's fully operational. Splendid. If the camp can secure a stable supply of energy, we can begin rebuilding throughout the region. It will doubtless give succor to those in Tapper's Den and the capital proper as well. One of our goals when we first came here was to improve the lives of those that still call this frozen land home. And you have made a great contribution towards realizing that ambition. Thank you, sir. I certainly wouldn't have made it this far without your genius. The days when Garlemald looked toward a bright future seemed so distant, now that the snow and frost have reclaimed their dominion. But I, for one, am ready to embark on the same journey that my ancestors once did, and build a new home around the warmth of a cerulean flame. I am certain that when the time comes, I shall be proud to know that I worked alongside you. I must thank you as well. You have taught me to listen with sincerity to the words of those who I would otherwise have unjustly scorned. I imagine it will be some time before we can return to Laterum to its former inhabitants. But I promise that when we do, it will be in a better state than when you left. Wait, is that rain falling now instead of snow? Yeah, it seems like it, Ahty. Ah, we indeed. It can happen. I live in Northeast Ohio. It can be a few seasons in one day. Wow. I mean, I live in Western Oregon, and yeah, much the same. And Tozu says, Cthulhu.
The nozzle.
We're summoning us a tentacle daddy. I know a friend who can read that. Alright. And actually, I think that clears everything up for around here. Now, MSQ... Alright, I get it. Elliot Fan 115, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. New York has 2 seasons, winter and road construction. Yeah, yep. It sounds a lot like Massachusetts right up in when I left. And it's getting to that point where it's like that out here in Oregon, too. Oh, that's a stylish car. What game is this? Oh, this is Final Fantasy 14. It's the MMO. Oh, it says that you're playing right there. Oh, no, it's fine. Rifty WZ, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Hope your night is going okay. Salt in the winter equals potholes to cover up in the summer. Yep, you're not wrong. But like here in Oregon, we don't really get snow very often. But, you know, the state takes our money anyway for road construction and then spends it on everything but that. It's stupid. I always thought the potholes were caused by freezing, melting ice, expanding the cracks in the road, and maybe plows. I mean, I'm sure there's tons of different things that could actually cause them. I assumed that too, like the underlying like gravel and stuff like that that's under the tarmac, like it shifts around and stuff and. Why am I not surprised by that? Yeah, that's just how it is. Now here in Oregon, they're talking about putting up tolls on 205. And it's like, don't we give you enough goddamn money already? You need more of it? Yes, those creatures do, yeah. Nearly anything that, hangs out in a field and just kind of roams around attacks, except for these sprites. Although the sprites will attack if you accidentally hit them for whatever reason. So sometimes you gotta be careful with AoEs. Alright. Here's Alize. Sprites are just vibing, yep, until you make them angry. Okay. Extras. I definitely should. You're right. Oh! I did not expect you to arrive so soon. There's been a development. Perhaps you had best see for yourself. Oh, right. We're returning to this. Okay. "'Tis a comfort to see that none the worse for thy recent ordeals." There's somebody I need to click inside this chocobo. Nope. Okay. What are you doing back here? Where's Julius and the others? They seek warmth. Yeah, this is where I stopped. I think you were doing this on Saturday morning too. Ahty and Julius. We arrived just before you did, and too late. Too late for what? What's happened? It's Lord Quintus. He took his own life. Yep, I'm ahead now in a new place. Not sure if you'll reach it, if you'll be wrapping up soon. I've got about an hour left. So, we might get there, we might not. It's okay. We're taking our time doing the side quests and stuff. I just don't want to miss any story details at all. After the news about the 10th, he relieved us of our duties. Then, when he was alone, he... No, he wouldn't. Thancred and the others, assisted by the soldiers, have seen to the remains. In due course shall the legatus be afforded a proper burial. He released us from our duty. He wanted us to be free to choose our own fate. Without him to guide us, I have just this moment spoken with Lucia. We are ready to commence the transfer of the refugees here to Camp Broken Glass, should they be willing to accept our aid. I'm a bit surprised they actually pulled a scene like this in the game. Are you talking about the previous scene? Like the when he actually did it? Because that hit me pretty hard. And hold on 1 second. Weird, my activity feed like disconnected from Twitch for some reason. There we go, it's better now. Yep, okay. Some would rather die. But most of us just want to live. Songs and standards be damned, we just want to live. Last thing I was surprised with interesting scenes is back in Shadowbringers with the Sin Eater transformation. Dozy, that horrified me. I know exactly what you're talking about, and that was just insanity. Like straight up out of a horror game, in all honesty. Oh, that's a good call, Ryu. We'll need to speak with the refugees. They'll have to decide for themselves if they wish to come with us. I got to go. Have a good night, everyone. Take care, Rumpley. Thank you so much for stopping by. And let me give you a quick shout out too. I think I spaced that earlier. There you go. Have a great night, Rumpley Tick. Good bean. If any would prefer to stay, we can have supplies brought over for them. It'll be a hard journey for the others, but we'll see they reach the camp safely. I'm glad, Rumpley. I'm glad. You know, you're always welcome here. He legit doesn't know what to do. After what happened to his family, the first was all Euless had left. Now even that's been taken away from him. He's not alone in that either. There's a comfort in having someone to follow, someone to lead. A lot of extras to talk to. Look around when you're at the bottom. Okay. Will Theodora talk to me yet? Oh, wow, okay. I do hope the Ilsvard contingent actually makes some kind of difference around here. What about Chichudo? We've the roads covered, don't you worry. Things may get chaotic out there, but just take it as slow and steady as you can, alright? Yeah, Dozy, same. You know, I wasn't doing that at all ARR through Shadowbringers, but now in Endwalker, I've been trying to be good at that, but, you know, sometimes I forget. No matter what may betide, I have my daughter, and that alone shall keep me from succumbing to even the darkest nights. To employ healing magics now would likely invite catastrophe, as thou canst attest from thy experiences at Victor's Spoils. Indeed, the Garleans view our ability to manipulate ether with the same suspicion that many Eorzeans do Magitech. At least the pain proves I'm not dead yet. Our pride, our culture, our knowledge, all of it gone. Since hearing about Lord Quintus, I confess I've many and more thoughts on the subject. Few can deny he was a man of principle, misguided though he may have been. Let me catch up with chat real quick. Repair your equipment at the mender too. Last I saw it looked like it was ready to fall off you. You're probably not wrong. It's funny the mender just goes like, oh well, guess I'll cater to the Warrior of Light now. Before, if you talk to the mender, they just go like, I don't want to serve you. Okay. That's fair. Everything's going to be alright now. Alright, who else we got? I know we have some people in the middle. Yeah, there's a Stinian. I know not how to offer encouragement or solace to these poor souls, but if it's safe passage to our camp they need, I'd gladly oblige. Lord Quintus was our rock in the storm, and now we are without a leader, without direction. Nevertheless, we must live on, even if that means consorting with our former enemies. Well, what do you want? Tell me about yourself. I am Decimus, Centurion of the First Legion. It is my sworn duty to defend Garlemald from barbarians such as you, and your very presence here is an affront to my honor. And I think I'm gonna quit this guy. Hopefully this isn't rude or weird, but what are your pronouns if I may ask? Cheetah Chat, that is not rude at all. And matter of fact, thank you so much for asking. Typically my pronouns are he, they. I prefer they, them. But he, him, or she, her actually would work too. I'm pretty chill with just about any pronouns, to be honest. But if you're looking for a preference, it would be they, them. But rest assured, I mean, if you don't use those specific pronouns, it's okay. Get out of my ear, will you? I'm exhausted, and the last thing I need is you and your dribble. Well, go F yourself, Malleus. Jeez, what a jerk. What does Queso have to say? I'm still trying to get this aetherite working again. If nothing else, we might be able to reach other parts of the city to scavenge for provisions. Oh, there's side quests down here now? Interesting. Try as we might, any words of comfort we may offer are like to fall on deaf ears. We are but strangers from foreign lands, perhaps in their eyes, the very cause of their suffering to begin with. Nevertheless, we must not give up. Alright, I talked to them already. There's the junk monger and the mender, okay. This is where it happened. Best not dwell on it. Not when there's work to be done. Why? I think that's just about it. Oh yeah, look at all that. I'm in the 30s and 40s for condition. Oh, 4K. Oh my gosh. There we go. It was only ever a dream, wasn't it? I think we could reclaim it. Rebuild it all ourselves. Before this all began, I sent my wife and daughter away to the provinces. If there's a chance I might see them again, I'll take it. So take me. Take me with you, please. Well, got the Aetherite sorted in the end. All it took was a few adjustments, and now it works as well as it ever did. From what I can tell, the one in Laterum is also functioning as normal. That's where your lot are staying, isn't it? Now that most of us are packing up and leaving this place, I reckon there'll be more use for me and my skills over at your camp. Oh yeah, holy heck, that's a lot of side quests. Ah, it's you. The one who treated me with such kindness. I heard from the others that you're not from around here. Heh! I thought you were one of us. Not that it makes much difference now. Purebloods, migrants, savages. After a while the words start to lose meaning. Until all you're left with is anger and fear and hate, and I'm too tired. If you and yours have come to offer aid, I'd be glad to accept. We have much to discuss. Our rescue, the attack on Camp Broken Glass, what we'd hoped to talk with Quintus. But all of that can wait. More urgent matters demand our attention. Are any of the refugees willing to come to our camp? Thank the 12. Thank the 12. You and I should go first and secure the route back to Camp Broken Glass. With all the creatures and tempered skulking about, I expect we'll have our hands full. This should come in handy. Conqueror's Chain, courtesy of our laments and friends. I'd save it for the tempered, though. I'll mark a few points that need surveying on your map. Once you've taken care of the riffraff, we'll meet back at our camp. Alright. So, probably some side questicles. There's a retired engineer way back here. You there. Yes, you. You can't hide those hands from me. I can tell they've seen their fair share of hard work. So, what say you to doing an old engineer a good turn, Little doubt you've noticed the terror these mindless Magitech drones inspire among the people here. All that indiscriminate killing and whatnot will do that. I suppose. I mean to fiddle with those nasties' innards, repurpose them to our ends in some manner. Which is where you come in, my new friend. Capture for me an automated Magna rotor. A Surmet chain ought to be enough to tame the Machina menace. Provided you have brought the murderous thing to heel first, go on with you. Let us see if you've grit enough to bring me what I ask. What a nice fellow. Not gonna lie, I feel really bad for these people thinking about their living conditions. Holding on to the remaining things they have left, yeah. Like, if you think about it for a second, like, how much of your life would be thrown into chaos if society basically just broke down around you? Like, society itself. I mean, how do you even deal with something like that? I mean, gosh, how do you imagine something like that? It just occurred to me. I mean, I can't imagine anything like that. That's just crazy. I gotta find one of these drone thingers. You just look at those people living underneath a subway station. It's like a Fallout setting. It absolutely is. It absolutely heckin' is. This is not a Magna rotor. Super Zippy! Thank you so much for the biddies! Holy heck, how are you doing? Cheers, happy Monday. I mean Sunday. Well, might as well be Monday at this point. And getting there. I am in no hurry to get there, though. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. You're a heckin' good bean. Thank you so much. If devs want to show the livelihood and make you feel their pain and suffering through the chaos that happened, then that's definitely a mission accomplished. Yep. They went out of their way to make you feel that, and feel it, I do. Regio Urbanamisa. Urbanamisia. However you say that. Been well, my muscle car is going to get replacement fenders someday. Its original fenders are wiped out. Oh, yikes. Well, at least you get some new ones on the way. Automated death machine. Wow, that sounds pleasant. Ever imagine if you could drive by cast? Are you ready to be sad? I'm already sad. Automated Colossus, that's not what we're after. Tim, what are you getting at? With a happy face. What? Okay, here's the rotor. Good. I need to get the target in range. There we go. Perfect. Yoink! Bocage, welcome! Bocage, the night is going great. Ryu, hurry up, get it! I think you're doing this quest too, right? Sweet! You got it? Excellent. BRB, you gotta let my dog in. No worries, take your time. Or a drive-by bard shooting. What? Yeah, Bocage. Yeah, tonight's actually going pretty well. So I was just mentioning to everyone, I'm not sure if you were by before. I was mentioning that that I intend on getting a Switch. And I have to get all the appropriate accoutrements to get that to show up in OBS so I can stream it. It's definitely going to be interesting. Gonna play some Pokemans. And some Xenoblade, also. So, basically, like, I'm also... People have been talking about Pokemon Arceus being a good one for, like, kind of like a first-timer. Which I'm not a first-timer to Pokemon, but I'm a first-timer to, like, 3D Pokemon. So I think that would be a good primer for Scarlet and Violet that's coming out at the end of this year. And then Tozu had mentioned... Xenoblade Chronicles. I'm gonna definitely play that. Get Splatoon with me? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to do that, Tim. I'm gonna have to do that too. Bravely Default 2. Okay. Yeah, and it's just, it's part of kind of like a larger effort to kind of, you know, not be purely a PC game streamer. Like, I want to do, like, you know, I still call myself a variety streamer, quote unquote, you know? And what better way to, like, expand the variety than to, like, other platforms too? You know, and I think consoles are a great way. There's, like, a lot of console exclusive titles. While I hate to use those terms in a sentence, there's a lot of games on hidden behind that sort of thing that would be great to stream. Pokemon being one of those things, you know? Yeah, the whole PC Master Race thing, it's like, you know, I used to just, like, I don't know, I used to tout that a long time ago. And while I do think that the PC is a really great platform, I think that just, I don't know. I'm hesitant to call it the best. I think we're surrounded by platforms, each with their own advantages and disadvantages. So I think, you know, I think expanding into consoles would also attract more people to the stream. so we'd meet new folks and vibe and all that. Pokemon opens up the possibility of doing lots of community stuff, which I really like the thought of. Rather than y'all watching me do stuff all the time, you could actually participate, and I think that would be really cool. Yeah, Cheetah, I used to think it was funny back in the day, but like now that I've been streaming and been exposed to a lot of different stuff, I mean, I don't know, I don't really like it too much, and I typically don't use it myself. But it's okay. It's all right. We're not gonna shame anybody in the stream here. I'm very much against that. So yeah, that's fair, and I understand, Cheetah. I rarely have a reason to use or think about getting a console, so I just swear by the PC. I mostly use the Master Race thing as a meme. And you know what? And that's fair. You know, there's nobody in the stream that bears anybody else ill will or wants to, you know, put their chosen platform above anyone else's or any of that stuff. If you think about it, everything was derived from a PC, but variety is good, to be honest. It is. It really is. And I think that this is a good opportunity to do that sort of thing. I mean, the possibilities really are endless. I should probably move this along. Let's see. Oh, you've returned. And a great deal sooner than I'd assumed. Well, have you captured for me what I asked? I did. I have that giant thing in this tiny sack. Ah, yes, this is it. It is a most impressive specimen, would you not agree? Crafted in Garabanya, it moves as if wrought from flesh and bone, not of metal and screws. 'Tis a monument to Garlean ingenuity and innovation. And I should know, I had a hand in its inception. Alas, it was to be my swan song. Once Alamigo fell, I returned to Garlemald to languish in retirement until the end of my days. I thought that would be the end of my story. But my life has been granted a new chapter in the form of an acquaintance newly made. A flaxen-haired man taught me all manner of ancient Allagan technologies, and it is through this newfound wisdom I shall craft magitech capable of independent thought, equipped with cognition to rival mankind's. That's scary. Though the empire is in ruins, I shall not go quietly into that dying light. I have the luxury of time, no ticking clock to war against. I will take all the hours afforded to me to craft a machine of such magnificence, my genius cannot be gainsaid. Yeah, cough, cough, Terminator, cough. Yeah, indeed. Heh, heh, heh. Machines with thoughts and emotions to call their own. I am beside myself with excitement. Oh, what a brave new world we are soon to set foot into, my friend. How lucky you are to know you aided in its nativity. I was right to turn to you. You've my most sincere gratitude. Great, we just brought about the apocalypse. Do you read the key item descriptions when doing MSQs? I don't. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I should do a stream of me doing body work on my replacement fenders for my muscle car. You should. You absolutely should, Super Zippy. That would be fun. Alright. Now maybe this one. Decennis. What do you want? Hold on. You seem a rather dexterous sort. Perhaps I can persuade you to take on a task for me? I trust you are aware that ceruleum tanks can be salvaged from downed magitech weaponry, yes? Excellent. As it so happens, I have just finished scouting the perimeter of the station. looking for any machina that aren't yet completely destroyed. I thought my work done, but word has reached me. Excuse me. That some war machina have recently come to a grinding halt nearby. As much as I would like to investigate this report, I worry the things may not be completely out of commission. That they may have life left enough to strike a killing blow. If you're willing, search the area northwest of the station for dormant war machina and pilfer their tanks of ceruleum for me. If you can succeed where I've egregiously failed. Alright, that sounds good. Oop. There we go. Yeah, it's a pretty rare car. I've only saw maybe one like for sale, and I've been looking for more for over 6 or 7 years. What kind of car is it, if it's okay if I ask? There's tons of side quests here. Holy crap. There's even some outside. Ah, I see Dozy is joining the Discord. Let me give you that good bean title and stick Stream Squad on there too. Perfect. There you go. Dozy, you are all set on the Discord. We also have a self-promote section. You're absolutely free to use that too. I am interacting. You retrieve a tank containing a small amount of ceruleum. Perfect. There we go. 67 Mercury Comet 202 two-door. Not many were made. It looks like a GTO collided with a 67 Ford Falcon. That sounds heckin' awesome. Ah, there's one behind us too. Completely empty. Ah, there we go. Okay. Completely empty also. That's butts. Jeez, they just keep spawning. Pets. There we go. Nice. There we go. Perfect. We just need to find one more of those thingers. There we go. Pets! Actually, I'll just do all three. There we go. There we go. 2 pets on the tail, 1 on the actual head. Well, I have 3 different avatars, so they have 3 different pet functions. Sometimes I hit the wrong one, so then I'll just do all 3. It's kind of a cluster pet, so to speak. Oh, pumpkin! Pumpkin! Thank you, Bocage. Oh, so that's where the second pets fit. Yep. I don't get well, I mean, I do get a ton of redeems for the pumpkins, but, like, you know, some folks in the stream love the pumpkin av. Some like the regular one. Some like the bean. Lots of people like the bean. Gotta pet the Pete's. I still only have 3 or 4 of the tanks. Damn it. I don't have enough tanks. I still need 1 more tank. Oh no. Oh. Well, Ryu, I owe you double gas money, apparently. We might as well hit up Wendy's on the way. I'm sorry, Cairo. I'm such a butthead. Oof. Yeah, here we are. There we go. I think we might have to do this again, which is not so bad. Yep. Weird? Why isn't it giving me that last tank? Oh, it did give me the last tank. Okay. I just didn't. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, there are so many side quests here. Holy heck. Multiple, I don't know. I think taking on multiple would just be a little complex, or a little too complicated for the stream. It might be too big brain for me right now since I'm pretty tired. One second, folks. Okay, I'm back. Oh, all right, Cheetah Jet. Cheetah, thank you so much for coming by. And we hope to see you again soon. Like, the next time I'm streaming is actually going to be tomorrow night. I'll be streaming at 6 p.m. PST. I'm going to do we're going to go back to Halo Infinite. Because we have a Spire to infiltrate. So if you'd like to stop by for that, you're certainly welcome. It's going to be right around the same time, 6 p.m. PST to 9 p.m.-ish. It'll be fun. Halo Infinite is always fun. I'll be playing the new Guild Wars 2 expansion. Sorry. Oh, no worries. Yeah, I should. I've been really behind on Guild Wars 2, to be honest. I need to get back to that eventually. But I'll come by another time. Okay. Thank you so much, Cheetah. Thank you so much for coming by tonight. It was really nice to meet you. Thank you so much for the follow, Cheetah Jet. Thank you so much. Holy heck. And I hope you have a great time with Guild Wars 2 tomorrow. My mom has a directly related car to mine, a 67 Merc Cyclone GT. Ooh. And Dad has a 69 Falcon. Ooh. Both are powered by 428 cubic inch, 7 liters. The Falcon is a 4-speed manual, and it's almost uncontrollable. I bet. Holy heck. Why, just look at you. Not so much as a scratch. Now then, have you the tanks I requested? I do. Finally. It only took 2 trips. I knew you'd come through. Without the ceruleum, we might as well have frozen to death. There may not be much, but we're grateful for it. Believe me. Still, what we have here is but a small bandage atop a very large wound. While this amount of fuel is only a stopgap measure, its discovery means that more can likely be found farther afield. If I am to be honest, I often find myself wishing for a savior. One who will lead us into more promising times, as Emperor Solus once did. Someone who might pluck us from the sad lot. But no man or woman as great as he will ever appear again, at least not in our lifetimes. No, we've only to rely on ourselves now, to rebuild our fallen cities brick by brick, stone by stone. 6 p.m. PST is 10 a.m. for me, it seems. Well, that's a good thing, I think. It will prove a grueling task, one that will take us years. Just thinking about it makes my head spin, but you've shown me that if we all pull our weight, it's not so unrealistic a goal. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for giving me the courage to go on. "100 miles an hour and 3rd gear, and the needle disappears after shifting into 4th. Ooh, yikes. Love the pumpkin mode, so cute. Aw, thank you, Noxus. I should be able to hang out if Twitch doesn't screw transcoding over again. Yeah, hopefully it won't. Maybe it was just like a temporary thing with Twitch being Twitch this weekend. I'll do this little one next. Spurious. There's something about the darkness that just deflates the spirits, wouldn't you say? We have plenty of lights, yes, but they use the same fuel as the heaters, and not freezing to death places somewhat higher on the agenda than making the place look nice. As such, I've taken it upon myself to craft lanterns that use other sources of fuel. I was, once upon a time, a technician in the Imperial Army, so provided I have the glassware, I am more than capable of the task. That's where the trouble lies, though. Such items are in short supply, and while I know where in the city we might scrounge some, I wouldn't dare march into that sea of Magitech weaponry. Perhaps you could go in my stead? Just northwest of the station, you'll find a tavern and a perfumery. Or what's left of them, anyway. Somewhere among the ruins, you should be able to find wares suitable for our lanterns. Here we go. I researched a bit on it. It's kind of an RNG algorithm-based thing. Affiliates just get higher chance, but partners have full control. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, partners get priority. That makes sense. So maybe it was just because I think it was a Friday night. It was a Friday night for me that you were. Or I think it was a weeknight, a typically popular weeknight for streaming. But which actually it also makes sense too. It tracks because Elden Ring was recently released, right? So tons of people were streaming. So priority went to them, I guess. Which is fine. I mean, being a variety streamer, I mean, like, I think reaching partner would be unlikely, or else be just very, very difficult. But maybe we'll get there. I can't see myself stopping streaming anytime soon for sure. I just like doing this too much. Here's one right here. The influx of streamers doing Elden Ring, yep. But the thing is, like, maybe sometimes I can tweak the stream on the fly. I don't think I have to stop streaming. Like, I can stream in 1080, and if, like, people can't connect or whatever, or if they're not getting those scaling options, maybe I could bump my broadcast resolution down on the fly to, like, 720 or something. Ayami! Ayami! Thank you so much for the raid, holy heck. How was your stream tonight? How was Yu-Gi-Oh? Such a good bean. Y'all, please follow Ayami. Ayami here is just super precious. Y'all should definitely follow her. Very chill, just goofed off. Those are the best types of streams, though. I love just chill, goof-off streams. No bones days. Oh, pets. There we go. Good to see you returned, and unharmed at that. How did your search go? Well, I hope. Got you some bottles. Let us see here. Ah, an old bottle of spirits, though not a drop left to drink. A pity, that. Anyhow, the size is perfect. The size is perfect for my purposes. Now, what do we have here? Ah, a perfume bottle. A touch on the small side, no getting around that, but usable in its own way. Oh, smell that? It's managed to retain some of its scent. Imagine the aroma it will produce once we've added a heat. Love you too, Ayami. As you know, for the Garleans, the flame is all. It is said that when our ancestors first arrived in this blighted, frigid land, they lived long in darkness, unable to breathe fire into their world. What they lacked in magic, though, they made up for in guile. They took what fat and oils they could from animals of these wilds and chased away their shadows. Until, of course, they at last learned to extract ceruleum from the cerulia ingens. But like those first settlers before me, I will carve out a bright spot of hope in this darkness with these lanterns. Thank you for all that you've done, truly. Heck, we're getting there. I remember Dad playing the original Mad Max movie while rebuilding the 4-speed for that Falcon. Whew. The original Mad Max. That's a great movie. I'm gonna pop off. I have a big couple of days ahead of me tomorrow. Take it easy. Alrighty, Gabe. Take care. And good luck with whatever you have going on. I'm sure you're gonna nail it. Go out there and kill it. A moment, good lady. If you've one to spare. My daughter is taken ill with a menace of a cold. She can hardly keep even a bite of food down, though I know that a simple bowl of kasha will be easy on the stomach and be enough to sustain her. Love you too, Gabe. Unfortunately, I lack the buckwheat seeds and the recipe calls for. The abandoned market ought to have what I require, but I do not fancy my chances in a place so dangerous. Besides, I dare not leave my girl alone for an extended period. This illness of hers waxes and wanes from moment to moment, and the last thing I want is to be away when her fever spikes for a coughing fit assails her. Please, could you help? You will? Oh, you are a merciful, kind soul. Here, I shall mark on your map where the seeds are like to be found. Giving the containers a thorough once-over should soon yield results. Here we go. Nice ollie. Do a flip! Ah, medicine container. Alack, there appears to be no sign of the seeds, but you did come across a box of medical supplies. There we go. A stuffed bear. No signs of seeds in the area. However, during your search, you stumble upon a stuffed toy bear. Yes. Diamantoey100, thank you so much for the follow. Holy heck. Welcome. I hope your night's going okay. And welcome on in. Foodstuffs container. You are met with a congeries of seeds. Some are too soft, some are too hard, but these seem just right. Perfect. Yeah, heck, this place. They really did a good job making this place feel and look destroyed. I gotta go grab that box again? What box are you talking about? Or is that an old message? There you are. And none the worse for wear. Oh, that look in your face. I take it to mean you found the seeds, then? You have? How wonderful! This ought to brighten my daughter's spirits, and hopefully entice her to put a bit of food in her belly. Why, look at all you have brought. Medicine? A toy bear? But I did not even ask, and yet... Goodness, I'm so touched. You are too kind, truly. My life lately, if one can even call it that, has been consumed by concern. Concern for my daughter's safety, where our next meal will come from. But your good deed today was a bright spot in these bleak times. To tell the truth, you are not the first to show us unexpected compassion. Being from the provinces, I feared the Garleans here would turn us away, but they offered us food and shelter. If it weren't for them, we may not be alive today. And now we owe a debt of gratitude to you and your contingent. Thanks to you, my daughter will grow strong again. Of this I'm sure. While I can't offer much, I want you to have this, and I will not take no for an answer. Ah, heck. Oops. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna have to clean my inventory. But at any rate, I think this might be a good time to wrap up. Because I still have to get some food in me. Holy heck. I didn't grab the medicine box. Okay. But I think it's probably a good time for me to wrap up. Still have to get food, I still have to sleep and all that stuff, and I gotta work early tomorrow, even though I don't really want to. But it is what it is. Yeah, time for somebody to legit take me to Wendy's. Holy heck, yeah, that sounds actually pretty delicious, to be honest. Anyway, let's find somebody to raid. So, if anybody in the chat has any suggestions, I would welcome them. I was going to suggest you eat some of your inventory, but I don't know what is in there. There's a lot of different stuff. Holy crap. I should use my chocobo bags, honestly. If anybody in the chat has any suggestions on who we should raid, my only stipulations would probably be no Elden Ring, because tons of people are playing that, and I think we need a little bit of variety. And also any folks who are streaming with less viewers than we have right now. Oh, bagel is a great idea. Bagel is a heckin' great idea. Y'all feel like some Phasmo tonight? Bagel Tiger. We haven't raided Bagel Tiger in a good long time. Too long, in my opinion. Let me get that rolling here. Actually, out of curiosity, how many viewers do they have going right now? Alright, yeah, I'm into that. Okay. So Bagel is actually a really good bean I've known for a little while now. They do so many great things. I mean, it has done tons of charity stuff. And super, super good head on her shoulders. So when we pop over there, please just at least stick around for the raid and show them all the love and kindness, because they are just a good bean among good beans, in my opinion. Yes, and Ryu here has known Bagel for quite a long time as well. They're playing Phasmophobia tonight, which is always a hoot, quote unquote, with Bagel. Bagel is pretty funny. But anyway, that's gonna be it for me. I'm gonna go eat my stuff. Please show Bagel all the love, and please consider following. They're super awesome. No problem, Dozy. Thank you for sticking around so long. I really appreciate you. And you take care too, okay? And I'm gonna eat now. So take care, folks. Have a great night. I will see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. PST. we're going to do some more Halo Infinite, and that's going to be a riot too. So until then, hope to see you there. Have a great night.